Yes, your girl is in her jam jams. And yes, this is Santa in April because this is my life and this is what I do. I would be recording this on my phone, but my phone battery is too low and I probably will run out of storage because I don't know how long the story is going to be. But we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So, believe it or not, I was trying to run as far away as possible from education. I did not want to be a teacher. I did not want to be in the education system at all under any circumstances. So when I was like way younger, I was going to be a ballerina pop princess that did hair. And then I was going to be a wrestler when I was like 12. Like I was going to do all these things and body slam people and it was going to be great. And then when I was 17, I was just like, "Ooh, I can be a labor and delivery nurse." So let me go. So as I was applying for college, I was like, okay, let me like look for these nursing schools and all this other stuff. And one of my mom's, not coworker, but my mom knew somebody, and he was like, yeah, this they have a really good nursing program at this school. And so I was like, cool, I'm going to apply to this school. And so I applied, and then I looked and saw how much math and science I was going to have to take in order to be a nurse. And 2 plus 2 is purple. So I changed my mind and finally went with elementary education. So as I applied, I changed my major and finally succumbed to being in the world of education. And the reason why I didn't want to do it is because my family, everyone, especially on my mom's side, they've been teachers or somehow in the education system. And I just wanted to be a rebel and break away from it because that's me. That's my life. So Um, I leave home at 18 and move 5 hours away. I go to college. I get in the program. The certification test though. I failed the math portion of it the first time and then passed it the next time. I was like, dear God, this is going to kill me. So I've did a field experience in kindergarten. That was my first field experience. And I liked it. I was like, oh, okay, this is cute or whatever. Not thinking um a couple of years later I would actually be teaching kindergarten. And so I did all that or whatever. It was cute. And then the second field experience was the ESC one and it was K through 2. That was good too. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I like this. I like this. And then I started my student teaching in August of 2014, and it was fifth grade. And I loved it. I was like, oh my God, this is my jam. Girl, yes, ma'am. They can do stuff. I can do all these things. I can explain things. I can just blah, 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 blah. And with student teaching, you get observed and, all that other stuff. So around November, when I was supposed to be handing the reins back to my supervising teacher, I get a call from the university from one of the professors, and they're like, "Hey, you're doing really well, and like you have a 4.0 for the semester. Um, you have a decision to make. You can either keep doing student teaching or go ahead and start teaching because they need teachers now." And it wasn't just me; it was a whole group of us. That got pulled out of student teaching. And so I called my parents and I was just like, I've been offered a job. And they were like, take it, take the job. And I was like, okay. And so I took the job and I had to leave. I left the school that I was student teaching at, went to a completely different school and started teaching third grade. So I get there and mind you, I'm in a portable. I'm in a portable. My intercom is not connected or anything. And it was a completely different world. My so-called teammates, they put together a class for me. And when that happens, you already know what the deal is. And my third day there, when I had all the kids, I had my room completely destroyed. because I redirected someone to do their work, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It was a hot mess. Like it was crazy, and the situation was taken care of, and they removed that person from my class completely because they were like, Um, that was literally the hardest 7 months of my life. It was because I had to do state testing, and that was brand new, and just it was. I cried so much. I cried pretty much every day. I want to say I cried every day. And then, like, it lessened. I was like, then I would be crying every couple of days, and then I'd be crying every week. And then it was like every other week by the end of the year. And it was just, I was treated badly. I was literally thrown in a lion's den. Like, we're going to go ahead and just call it as we see it. I was thrown into the lion's den. My faculty and staff did not like me, and then also the kids' scores that they had gone up, and so now they really didn't like me because I was this young teacher who knew what she was doing, and I was like, this is a mess and a half. So the end of the year comes, and I literally packed my entire classroom in my Toyota Camry and was like, I am not coming back. I can't do this. Like, this is too much. And oh wait, I forgot a key detail to the story. Um, so I graduated from college, right? So my parents and the rest of my family, they had gone back home that Sunday. And I called my mom that Sunday night and I said, I think I've made a mistake. I don't think I want to teach. And my mom was like, your father and I have been doing Florida prepay since you were a fetus, and we need $50,000. We paid all this, and you're telling me that you don't want to teach? I'm done. I can't. And she was shocked. She was like, are you kidding me? We just spent all this money and you just graduated and you don't want to teach? And I was just like, Mom, it's really hard. So I forgot to put that in there. So yeah, fast forward to May. Pack my stuff and I'm like, nope, I'm out, Barton out. And looking for another job, looking in different counties and everything. And we're gonna put it like this. I was done wrong and dirty. And we'll just leave it at that. But my current principal gave me a chance. She was like, I'm gonna give you a chance, okay? And I was like, okay. And she was like, we have a kindergarten position open, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds terrifying. They're tiny and they puke all the time. How? That's a thing. I'm like, dear Jesus, fix it. So I called my mom again and I was like, Mom, she wants me to teach kindergarten. And she was just like, you're going to love it. Like, this is like, it's going to definitely be your jam. And so I interviewed and accepted the position and started teaching kindergarten. And I was like, I'm home. Like, oh my God. Just, this is the best thing ever. Literally the best move ever. I don't want to ever leave kindergarten. Ever. I love it. It's like the best thing. Now, granted, you're going to probably, get licked or something, but it's so rewarding because you see results right away. And so, that's pretty much my teaching journey. I mean, I've had a couple of bumps teaching kindergarten as well, but I think that's just the name of education. Like people just like not liking me literally for existing. And I was like, I literally don't even talk to you, but okay. And, I feel like that's just a part of life. And I'm getting to the point now. I'm just like, you don't pay my bills. So it doesn't matter what you think. So, but I ended up making this Kindergarten Chronicles page like a year ago because I wanted to separate my personal life from my work life, even though it still is meshed together. Because I felt like I didn't want to annoy the people on my personal page about kindergarten stuff all the time, even though they love it. But I still wanted to separate it. And now we're like at 13,000 likes a year later. And I'm like, whoa. So, yep, that's pretty much my life. Thank you for listening. Um, if you are a new teacher, just keep going. Your first year is literally, it's a boot camp. That's kind of like what I call it. It is a education boot camp. If you can get through the education boot camp, then you are going to be great. Okay? So, I'm going to take some more medicine because if you can't hear, I am a little bit congested because of this weather and the children. And I'm going to go now because it's 9:46 p.m. Central Time. I love you all. Bye.